Hey there my Fallout 4 friends, we are back in the Commonwealth with another Fallout 4 settlement. This time we're doing TenPines Bluff. Before I showed you what I have created, first I wanted to show you guys what it is originally. I know we've got a good bit of subscribers that we have and other people that have been watching my past videos that have not played Fallout 4. And so I wanted to showcase you guys what this settlement looks like beforehand. So this is TenPines Bluff. This is where you're able to build. You can see the broken up house over there, the little farm settlement here, and a little campfire there where this trader here likes to hang out from time to time. He shows up at the settlement. And they're staying in this little house currently. You can see the little beds. And this is where they sleep, and it's just 2 people. Alright, now I'm going to see you guys back in just one moment so you guys can see exactly what I have created. And I am back, guys, at TenPines Bluff. We're here at the bottom of the hill, and we're going to check out the main entrance here. Or if you're coming to visit us, you just follow the signs. I want to say thanks for everyone for coming back with me to check out my next settlement. I think you guys are really going to like this one. Here we go. This is the new TenPines Bluff.
It all sounds like paranoia to me.
Now I tried to add as much detail as I could here. This being a smaller settlement, I was able to make things a lot more realistic, I believe. So this is where the little guard usually stands. It's kind of like a little entry gate here. Your little laser turret to mow down anyone who wants to get out of line as they're coming into the town. And when you come into the town, if you need to get your water from being out in the wasteland, there you go. You need to cook you up some grub, here you go. Little junk area. This is where the Brahmin can feed if you happen to bring one with you. And this is where you can even post some bounties so that across the wasteland we can all know who is the bad guys and who you want to kill and what we can get paid to do. Now if you'll notice as well on the ground, I've even added texture. This here is a little bridge that I've sunk in the ground to make it look like kind of like steps for grip on the ground here. You know, if it rains, that would be a pretty slippery slope. We have here another laser looking out this way, and this is our lookout tower. We even have railings on the ladder, which if you play Fallout 4, you know that's difficult. And here we have a broadsider turret which shoots cannonballs, because why not, and a spotlight. Looking out over here, that bridge there, people like to come across, and then they'll follow the little path up, and they usually come up right through here when they come that way. Usually just the little provisioner guy, the trader guy I showed you a moment ago. Usually he's the only one that actually does that. On the other side here we have another, I believe that's a Fat Man. It's some kind of explosive turret. I can't remember which one exactly. Another spotlight. I guess looking into this tree and just going to blow the tree up, because apparently they cannot see anything, but regardless, they're there. Now if we look at this tower, you'll see that there's literally everything is supported. Gotta make it as realistic as possible. Now if you remember where they were sleeping beforehand, let's show you what this is now. This is a restricted area, and there is no smoking in here, as there is gasoline. And they do have their little lawnmower, their fertilizer, a gas can, weed eater, various things that you would need for a farm, various junk. This turns into a shed. And so this is the main entrance to the settlement. And now if you're visiting and you're coming in, you can see the sign there saying, okay, you need to go down this way. And to our left we have the farm. We even have harvesting baskets, so they can put in their good tomatoes, or potatoes as it's called in the game. Here we have a hoe. I know that's such a dirty word, but it is what it is. We even have some sandbags to try to prevent the water from washing down and washing away any seeds that we may have planted. It's just too much of a flow. We like water, but we don't like water that much. Here we have a little table for them to process any things that they have harvested. Looks like they brought some potatoes over here. Put them in a little basket so they can take them inside. As well as a trash can for any extra debris or anything they want to use for the fertilizer. Oh, and a bucket for the water. Thanks, Preston, for reminding me. And here we grow potatoes, corn, and a little row of mut fruit. That is the farm. Now, before these guys leave, I want to show you the little camp area that we've got and the floating Brahmin, because that is just awesome. Gotta love those Fallout 4 physics. This thing is nasty. Anyways, we have upgraded that little campfire before, and this guy here, Lucas, him and his guards usually come over here and they'll sit around a little campfire when they come, and they usually like to hang out throughout the night and leave the next day. So I decided, instead of them just sitting all the time, I gave a sleeping bag here, and we even gave a sleeping bag down here, so two of them can sleep while one of them you know, is a lookout. Alright, I think next we'll just go around this right side here. You can see I've added, this Brahmin will stop pushing me, I've added a little texture here on the ground to make it like a pathway, and we even added some supports for the wind coming off of the cliff there. And then we realized it was falling forward, so we added another support and some cement blocks. And if you do not play the game normally, you will know that I am totally joking about it falling forward. I actually set it in place to tilt forward, so don't think it's a serious thing what I just said. And here we are with another little guard station, sandbags on each side, as well as ammo and a bucket for leftover shells. That's a pretty nice view. Here we have this settlement's artillery.
Crop's coming in pretty good.
And we have a Minutemen. Now this character here, I actually gave him his own little home, which is that shack right there. And we did that because this is going to be his outpost for the Minutemen. And I'll show you inside that shack some more things in a moment, like his ham radio and how he can contact everyone. Now here you see we've got mortars for the artillery, because without that he's just shooting blanks, and that's just not cool. No man wants to be shooting blanks.
Huh?
Here we are with our next little guard station. It's another little nice little view. We should be pretty well guarded if anyone decides to come up and over those cliffs. Here we have one of the only sources of power in the settlement, this generator. We also have that windmill, and you may have missed it. Right over here is a solar panel
Business is good.
by the entrance. And a little junk here, just to make it not look so empty. And I'll even show you the back side of the main house here. try to make everything supported as I could to the best of my ability. And that is also another, what's called a broadsider turret that shoots cannonballs, watching the backside of the settlement here. They even have their little extra ladder, little boxes, and a busted up refrigerator, as well as clotheslines with no wire, of course. I guess they're just gonna have to pretend or find something to rope up on it. We also have another little turret stand with a machine gun. This guy looks out for the corner here. Not a great field of view, but it works. Our Minutemen flag, as well as this guard tower.
Huh?
And looking over his shoulder, another laser turret. So while we do not have walls, I feel the place is very well defended. Now this is what we call the bathhouse. You can have a little spot to wait your turn if you really gotta go. This here is the toilet. And then this here is where they can take showers. It's the only plumbing that we could run in the entire settlement. And they're lucky to even have that, to be quite frank. Alright. Well, let's go check out this guy's house. You can see as well when you're coming down the main path, if you're going to the actual house, we have some more wooded texture to make it just a little realistic. Well, let's check out the Minutemen's house here. This is his little front porch,
I've worn out a lot of
where
shoe leather since I
he's
joined
not the
Minutemen.
cleanest fella. Government property. No trespassing. And here we are with another purple picture frame. You gotta love those Fallout 4 rendering. Alright, so he's got him an emergency pharmaceutical kit, a locker, safe, globe, and every little other amenity that he might would need. And remember, loose talk can cost lives. This is his ham radio and his little book to keep his notes. If we need him to target a specific area, he can pull up his coordinates so he can go out and start his artillery run. Ammo bag, dresser in the corner. Where will you be when the Holocaust comes? Another little first aid kit so he can show his patriotism for the Minutemen. Ammo boxes, foot locker, and his sitting area with his newspaper and busted up picture frame that does not want to show us the picture that we had. Alright, so that's the Minutemen's little house here. Next is the main house, and then this is basically the last location to show you. Here in front of the house we have a little area to grill. A little cooking station up under a fire. A grill itself with some meat, look like they have just finished. And a little chair for the guy to hang out while he's cooking. No table though. This is our bell, so if we need to call everyone, that's what we use to do it with. We also have our poster board for to-do lists, and let's remind them that we are patriots and we care a little bit about the old world and the old world ways and the great nation of America. Alright, now coming into the bottom floor here, you can see all these branches sticking up, and unfortunately I could not remove them. So it would suck to live down here as there's branches coming up everywhere. So this is where obviously 4 people sleep. This settlement house is 7 people total. So 4 down here, 2 upstairs, and the 1 Minuteman. That's their little humble abode. Nothing fancy. Let's also remind them that they are protected by the Minutemen. And this is a Minutemen settlement. This is their kitchen. Again, not the cleanest people. Nothing too fancy, but just enough detail, I believe. Alright, now let's go check up upstairs. Now this is where the 2 people who run the settlement, the original 2 people, these are their beds and they are assigned to them. It's a little hangout area. Chem box, because everyone in Fallout 4 does drugs, right? Extra Nuka-Colas that they like to hide up here. They don't want everyone else to get their hands on the good stuff. Everyone does have straw pillows. Little picture frame, Brahmin heads, cigarette, even a lighter. Oh, looks like they did not have their pillow over here. That would suck. And some more little details. And yes, that is a cane on the wall. Guess someone's got a bad leg. And there you go, even with your death claw hand and even your little filing papers there. The whole 9 yards, just to try to make it as realistic as possible. We even have us a little exhaust fan here, and there should be even one on the outside. You can see it through the glass there, but in case you can't, I'll step around and show it to you. There you go. Alright, and just to keep the nature of the last video that we've done, and just to stay consistent, I will show you guys the settlement at night. So hang tight, and I will see you in just a moment. Okay guys, and we're back with nighttime TenPines Bluff. So here we are. When you first come into the settlement, you can see it's not super bright, but it's just bright enough to show you that this is a settlement and people are here and it is protected. The only working spotlights are on the watchtower. You can see Lucas Miller there leaving for the night. Guess he's getting a late start or early start, being 12 a.m. But this is it here. There's some candles there in the shed just in case they need anything out of there. We have a little spotlight on the farm just in case they need to do any harvesting at nighttime. I should have probably gave this guy a light, as he's always out here. But he does have him a little fire barrel over here to keep him warm. That light's coming off of the generator. That's pretty much it. We kind of kept it a little dark in here with just a lantern and these floor lights that like to emit light, but not really. They didn't really brighten anything up. It's just the bulb itself is bright. Some more little candles and another little hanging light there. And that's it, fellas. This is TenPines Bluff at night. And this has been my Fallout 4 settlement of TenPines Bluff. I greatly appreciate all of you guys for checking it out. Make sure that you leave some comments down below. Sub if you liked the content, as next is coming up Starlight. And I believe you guys are really going to like it. Thanks guys, and as always, be magnanimous.